Have you ever felt super motivated one day, like you're ready to change your entire life, only to wake up the next day and feel completely drained, with zero energy? Yeah, I've been there too. The truth is, motivation is a liar. It shows up randomly, and when it disappears, most of us quit. Today, I want to share why relying on motivation will keep you stuck, and what works instead. And trust me, I learned this lesson the hard way. When life knocked me down, motivation wasn't there to save me. What saved me was something else entirely. The myth of motivation. Motivation is the feeling of wanting to do something. It's that burst of energy or excitement that pushes you to start. But here's the problem, it's temporary. Motivation comes and goes, and if you rely only on it, your progress will always stop when the feeling fades. Compare it to a sugar rush, feels good, but doesn't last. Most people make the mistake of waiting for motivation before they act. They think, once I feel ready, I'll start. But here's the trap, motivation shows up randomly, so they take action only sometimes. Then they stop, lose progress, and wait again for the next burst of motivation. That creates a cycle of inconsistency, start, stop, without ever building real momentum. Motivation is like waiting for perfect weather before you go for a run. If it's sunny, you'll go. But what happens if it's raining? You'll skip it. Consistency means you run anyway, even if it's raining. I'll never forget the time when I first moved here. I had big dreams, huge goals for myself. I thought I'd work hard, save money, and build a better life. But then life hit me. Just before COVID, I arrived. And suddenly everything shut down. No job, no family around me. I was stuck in my tiny apartment, staring at the walls. I felt hopeless. At first, I tried to motivate myself, watching videos, reading quotes, writing affirmations. For a few hours, it worked. I felt pumped, but then the next morning, reality hit me again. Motivation disappeared. That's when I realized, motivation won't save you. What saved me was building small daily systems. Things like journaling 5 minutes a day, walking outside even when I didn't want to, and setting a schedule for job applications. I didn't want to do any of it. Most days, I felt empty. But doing those small actions daily, without waiting to feel motivated, kept me moving. And eventually, little by little, things changed. I got my first job. I felt more stable. I built confidence again. That's when I learned, consistency builds a life, not motivation. Goals are about the results you want. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, that's just the target. The system is your training schedule, how often you run, how you rest, how you fuel your body. Or if your goal is to write a book, that's the destination. But your system is writing 500 words a day. Goals give you direction, but systems make progress happen. Without a system, a goal is just a wish. Back when I first moved here, I had big goals. I wanted to build a stable life, save money, and grow as a person. But goals alone didn't help me. In fact, they often made me feel worse, because every day I looked at where I was and how far away the goal seemed. That's when I learned the difference between goals and systems. My goal was to get a good job. But my system became, apply to 3 jobs every single day, no matter what. My goal was to feel healthier. My system was, go for a 10-minute walk after lunch, even if I didn't feel like it. My goal was to feel less anxious. My system was, write 1 page in my journal before bed. The goals gave me direction, but the systems gave me progress. And over time, those tiny systems actually moved me closer to the big goals, without me obsessing over them every day. Consistency is what builds habits. When you show up again and again, even in small ways, your brain starts to recognize that pattern. Over time, those patterns turn into habits, you don't even have to think about them anymore. And here's the powerful part, habits build identity. If you consistently run 3 times a week, one day you stop seeing yourself as someone who tries to run, you start seeing yourself as a runner. If you write a little bit every day, you stop saying, I want to be a writer, and you realize, I am a writer. It's not about one huge burst of motivation, it's about small, consistent actions that slowly shape who you believe you are. And once your identity shifts, staying consistent becomes so much easier. Discipline might sound strict or limiting, but the truth is, discipline creates freedom. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't wake up every morning asking yourself, do I feel motivated to brush my teeth today? You just do it. It's automatic. That's what discipline does, it removes the daily debate. Once you build the habit, you don't waste energy deciding, you just act. And here's the freedom part. When the important things in your life become automatic, working out, budgeting, journaling, you free up your mental energy for bigger goals. Instead of constantly fighting with yourself, you can focus on actually living. Working out 2 times a week, even when tired, results build over months. Saving $5 a day is invisible at first, powerful later. Motivation makes you act once. Consistency makes you change forever. How to build consistency. Start insanely small. Break any habit into its tiniest version. Even 2 minutes of reading, 1 page of journaling counts. The key is to make starting so easy that it's almost impossible to say no. Shape your environment, don't rely on willpower. Set up your space to make good choices easy and bad choices harder. Example. Lay out your gym clothes, keep healthy snacks visible, or put your phone in another room when working. Your environment becomes a silent partner in building habits. Use accountability to keep yourself on track. Share your goals with a friend, join a group, or visibly track your progress. Knowing someone else is aware of your actions, or seeing your streak grow, keeps you consistent even when motivation dips. Don't punish yourself for missed days. Missing a day is normal, what matters is what you do next. Focus on avoiding 2 missed days in a row. This mindset keeps you in the game without guilt. Build small rituals around your habits. Attach a habit to something you already do daily. For example, journal right after brushing your teeth, or stretch after your morning coffee. Rituals make consistency feel natural, not forced. Today we learned that motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes, and if you rely on it, progress will always be inconsistent. Consistency, that small, repeated action, is what truly builds habits, shapes identity, and moves you closer to your goals. Circle back to personal story. Looking back at when I first moved here, if I had waited for motivation, I'd probably still be stuck in the same place. But showing up every day, even in tiny ways, changed everything for me. It built momentum, gave me confidence, and slowly reshaped my life. Don't say, "I'll start one day." Say, "Day 1. Commit to starting today, right now." And don't overthink failing or getting it perfect, just start. Every day you show up, no matter how small the action, is progress. Momentum comes from action, not waiting. So if you're struggling today, don't wait for motivation. Start with just one small, consistent action, whether it's journaling, walking, applying to jobs, or anything that moves you forward. Your future self will thank you. Remember, consistency creates habits, habits build identity, and identity shapes your life. Start small. Start now. Consistency builds confidence, and confidence builds the life you dream of.